Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Easy English Speaking, the place where real English becomes easy. I'm Emily.
And I'm Jack. We're so excited you're here learning with us today.
Jack, quick question before we start. Have you ever traveled to another country where English was the main language?
Yes, one time I flew to London.
Oh, nice. And how was the airport experience speaking English there?
Honestly, terrifying. The check-in person asked me something and I did not understand, so I just smiled and nodded, and I had no idea what I agreed to.
Oh, no. The nervous smile and nod. Every English learner knows that moment.
I was so embarrassed. I knew some English, but airport English, it felt like a completely different language.
And that is exactly why today's topic is so important. Because the airport is one of the most stressful places to use English. Everything is fast. There are queues. There are deadlines. You have to catch your flight.
And if you say the wrong thing or don't understand, you feel panicked.
Today, we are going to fix that. We are going to walk through the entire airport experience, from check-in to boarding, with all the most important English phrases. Jack is going to say things the way many learners say them, and I will show the natural, confident version.
By the end of this video, the airport will feel much less scary, I promise.
Let's go. Okay, first stop, the check-in desk. You walk up to the counter, the agent smiles and says, "Good morning. Can I have your passport and booking reference, please?" What do you say, Jack?
I say, "Yes, here passport."
I understand you, but here passport sounds very incomplete. The natural way is simply, "Of course, here you are." And then you hand over your documents.
Of course, here you are. That is so simple. Why didn't I know that?
Here you are is one of the most useful phrases in English. You use it every time you give something to someone. In a shop, in a restaurant, at the airport, anywhere.
Say it out loud. Of course, here you are.
Now, the agent looks at your passport and asks, "Where are you flying to today?" What do you say?
I say, I go to London.
Almost, but the more natural way is, "I'm flying to London." At an airport, people say flying, not going. It sounds much more natural in this context.
I'm flying to London. Of course, we're at an airport. Flying makes perfect sense.
Say it. "I'm flying to London today." Now, the agent asks, "How many bags are you checking in today, Jack?"
I say, I have one bag. Big bag.
Big bag made me smile, but the natural way is, "I have one checked bag." The word for the big bag you give to the airline is checked bag or checked luggage.
I have one checked bag. What about the small bag I carry with me on the plane?
That is your carry-on bag or hand luggage. Very important words at any airport.
Checked bag, the big one you give to the airline. Carry-on bag, the small one you keep with you. Got it.
Now, the agent asks one more important question. Did you pack your bags yourself? What do you say?
I say, yes, I packed myself.
Small correction. Yes, I packed them myself. We need them, referring to the bags, and packed, past tense, because the packing already happened before you arrived.
Yes, I packed them myself. That small word them makes it complete. Say it. Yes, I packed them myself.
The agent smiles and says, "Your seat is 14A, window seat. Here is your boarding pass. Have a great flight." What do you say?
I say, thank you. Bye.
Again, bye to someone you will see again in 2 minutes feels a little strong. The natural, warm response is, "Thank you so much. Have a good day."
Thank you so much. Have a good day. Simple and warm. Say it. Thank you so much. Have a good day.
Next stop, security. This is where many travelers feel nervous because the officers are serious and things move fast. The security officer looks at you and says, "Please remove your laptop and liquids from your bag and place everything in the tray."
and I would probably just stare and not understand half of that sentence.
That is very normal. The key words to listen for are remove, liquids, tray. Remove means take out. Liquids means water, shampoo, drinks. Tray is the plastic container you put your things in.
Remove, liquids, tray. If I hear those 3 words, I know what to do.
Exactly. And if you do not understand something at security, it is always okay to say, "I'm sorry, could you repeat that, please?" Security officers deal with travelers from all over the world every single day. They are used to this.
Oh, I never knew I could ask them to repeat. I always thought I just had to understand immediately.
You can always ask. The phrase, "I'm sorry, could you repeat that, please?" works in any situation where you don't understand.
Say it out loud. I'm sorry, could you repeat that, please?
Now, after the scan, the officer might say, "Could you step to the side, please? We need to check your bag." Do not panic. Just say,
Of course, no problem.
"Perfect. That is exactly right. Of course, no problem." Calm and cooperative.
Say it. Of course, no problem.
Okay, you are through security. Now you need to find your gate. You look at your boarding pass, it says gate 23, but you are not sure where that is. You see an airport staff member nearby. What do you say, Jack?
I say, excuse me, where is gate 23, please? I cannot find.
Good start, but "I cannot find" is incomplete. The natural way is "I cannot find it," or even better, "Could you help me find gate 23, please?" That one sentence is polite, clear, and gets you the help you need.
Excuse me, could you help me find gate 23, please? That sounds so confident.
And notice, you started with "excuse me." Always start with "excuse me" when approaching a stranger for help. It is polite and it gets their attention naturally.
Say the full sentence. Excuse me, could you help me find gate 23, please?
The staff member says, "Of course, go straight ahead, then turn left at the coffee shop. Gate 23 is at the end of that corridor."
And now I need to say thank you and also confirm I understood.
Exactly. You can say, "Thank you so much." So straight ahead and then left. Got it. Repeating the directions back shows you understood, and the staff member will correct you if you got something wrong.
Straight ahead and then left. Got it. That is a really smart thing to do. Say it. Thank you so much. Straight ahead and then left. Got it.
You found your gate. Now you are waiting. The gate agent makes an announcement. "Ladies and gentlemen, we will begin boarding flight BA207 to London in approximately 15 minutes. Please have your boarding pass and passport ready."
Okay, I understand most of that. Boarding means getting on the plane. Approximately means about or around.
Perfect. You understood the key words. Now boarding starts. The agent at the gate says, "Can I see your boarding pass, please?"
I say, yes, here is.
Almost. "Here is" needs the object. "Here it is." Or even more naturally, "Here you go." Both are correct.
Here you go. That is the same as here you are from before.
Yes, "here you go" and "here you are" mean exactly the same thing. Both are very natural and common.
Say it. Of course, here you go.
The agent scans your boarding pass and says, "You are in seat 14A. That is a window seat on the left side. Enjoy your flight."
And I say, thank you so much.
Perfect. But let's add one more natural phrase. When someone says, "Enjoy your flight," a warm, natural response is, "Thank you, you too." Or, "Thank you, I will."
Thank you, I will. That sounds warm and confident. Say it. Thank you so much, I will.
Now, what if there is a problem? What if the agent says, "I'm sorry, your bag is too large for the cabin. You will need to check it in." What do you say?
I would say, oh, okay. How much cost?
I understand, but how much cost is missing one word. The natural question is, how much does it cost? Or even more politely, could you tell me how much it costs, please?
Could you tell me how much it costs, please? That sounds so much more natural and polite. Say it. Could you tell me how much it costs, please?
You are on the plane. You find your seat, but there is a problem. Someone is sitting in your seat. What do you say, Jack?
I say, hey, this is my seat.
That sounds a little aggressive. The natural, polite way is, excuse me, I think this might be my seat. I have 14A. Soft and polite. Maybe they just made a mistake.
Excuse me, I think this might be my seat. I have 14A. That is so much more calm and friendly.
And the person will almost always apologize and move. Nobody wants conflict on a plane.
Say it. Excuse me, I think this might be my seat. I have 14A.
Now, the flight attendant comes to you during the flight and asks, would you like something to drink?
I say, yes, give me orange juice.
And there it is, give me again. We talked about this in our restaurant video. In any service situation, never give me. Always, I'd like an orange juice, please. Or, could I get an orange juice, please?
I'd like an orange juice, please. Whether it is a restaurant, a cafe, or a plane, same polite phrase works everywhere.
Exactly. Learn I'd like once, use it everywhere for the rest of your life.
Say it. I'd like an orange juice, please.
And if you need help during the flight, maybe your overhead compartment is stuck or your screen is not working, you can always say to the flight attendant, excuse me, could you help me with something, please?
Excuse me, could you help me with something, please? Simple and always works. Say it. Excuse me, could you help me with something, please?
You land. Welcome to your destination. Now, immigration. This is the part that makes many travelers very nervous. The immigration officer looks serious. They ask you questions. Jack, the officer looks at you and asks, what is the purpose of your visit?
And I freeze, because purpose of visit, those words together sound so official and scary.
I know, it sounds formal, but the answer is very simple. Purpose of visit just means, why are you here? And the answer is almost always one of three things: tourism, business, or visiting family.
So I just say, I am here for tourism, or I am here for business.
Exactly. Or even more naturally, I'm here on holiday, which means vacation, or I'm here for work, or I'm visiting family.
I'm here on holiday. That is so simple. I can definitely say that. Say all three. I'm here on holiday. I'm here for work. I'm visiting family.
Next question. How long are you planning to stay, Jack?
I say, I stay 1 week.
Almost perfect. Just one small thing. I stay should be I'll be staying, or simply I'm staying for 1 week. Or even easier, just 1 week. That is completely natural.
I'm staying for 1 week, or just 1 week. Both work.
Both are perfect. And the officer asks, do you have a return ticket?
I say, yes, I have.
Yes, I have needs one more word. Yes, I do. In English, when someone asks, do you have? The natural short answer is, yes, I do, not yes, I have.
Yes, I do. Simple grammar rule. Answer, do you have with yes, I do. Practice the full exchange. Officer, how long are you staying? You say, I'm staying for 1 week. Officer, do you have a return ticket? You say, yes, I do.
Last situation, and this one is important. You get to baggage claim, you wait and wait and wait. Every other bag comes out, but your bag does not come. What do you do?
I panic, and then I go to the desk and say, my bag not come. Where is bag?
I completely understand the panic, but my bag not come and where is bag are very incomplete. The natural way to report this is, excuse me, I think my bag is missing. It hasn't come out on the belt. That sentence tells them everything they need to know.
Excuse me, I think my bag is missing. It hasn't come out on the belt. That is so clear.
The staff will then ask, "Can you describe your bag, please?" And you say the color and size. It's a large blue suitcase with a red tag on the handle.
It's a large blue suitcase with a red tag on the handle. Describe the color, the size, and one identifying detail.
Exactly. Color, size, one identifying detail. Learn that formula and you can describe any lost bag anywhere in the world.
Say the full sentence. Excuse me, I think my bag is missing. It's a large blue suitcase.
Let's do a quick review. I say the mistake. Jack says the natural version. Everyone say it out loud with Jack. Mistake. Here passport.
Natural. Of course, here you are.
Mistake. I go to London.
Natural. I'm flying to London.
Mistake. I cannot find.
Natural. Could you help me find gate 23, please?
Mistake. Give me orange juice.
Natural. I'd like an orange juice, please.
Mistake. My bag not come.
Natural. Excuse me, I think my bag is missing.
Mistake. I stay 1 week.
Natural. I'm staying for 1 week.
Every single one of those corrections is small, but together they are the difference between feeling lost at an airport and feeling completely confident. Before we finish, I want to say something to everyone watching.
Go ahead.
Airports are stressful, even for native English speakers. Everything is fast, everything feels official, and when you add a foreign language on top of that, it can feel overwhelming.
But here's the thing. Airport staff talk to hundreds of travelers every single day from every country in the world. They're used to different accents. They're used to simple English. They just want to help you.
So please, do not be afraid to speak. Do not be afraid to ask for help. Do not be afraid to say, "Could you repeat that, please?" Every single person at that airport is there to help you get where you need to go.
And now you have the phrases to ask for that help confidently and naturally.
You are ready for the airport.
Here is your challenge for today, and this one is fun.
In the comments below, imagine you are at the airport right now. The check-in agent asks you, "Where are you flying to today?" Write your answer in the comments. Tell us your dream destination. Where would you go if you could fly anywhere today?
Use the natural phrase we practiced. I'm flying to, and then your dream destination. We want to see where everyone wants to go.
We read every single comment. We will see yours, and we love giving a thumbs up to everyone who writes.
And our question for today, have you ever used English at an airport? How did it feel? Tell us your story in the comments. We genuinely want to know.
If today's lesson helped you, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps more people around the world find English Talk.
And if you are not subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button and the bell icon right now. New English lessons every single week, all made for real life, all made for you.
Thank you so much for being here today. It means everything to us.
Take care, and next time you're at an airport,
speak with confidence. You know exactly what to say.
English Talk is your place to grow.
See you in the next one. Bye, everyone.